Okay, good morning everyone, I hope everyone is good. Today I'm going to be doing a POV with the 14 to 24mm Sigma f2.8 lens on the Sony A7 III. I'm only going to be using this lens. It is a bit of a beast. It's nice and small, compact, very travel friendly. It's also got on the side some buttons. It's got the autofocus and the manual focus, and then you've got this customizable little button which is also pretty sick. Now with this lens you can get ND filters that fit into the back of the lens, like just about here. I don't have any yet, but definitely worth trying that out in the future. But we're just going to be out getting some shots and just walking about, see what we can get, and hopefully the lens proves its worth today. I'll leave a link for it down in the description, but let's see what we can get. One thing I really like about this super wide lens is it gives this incredible perspective. Now this is only going to be really simple shots, but there's some archways down here that I'm going to go and get. Hopefully you could see the craziness of this wide. It's something that I've been lacking from my camera gear. I've had a 24, which is also quite wide on a full frame body, but the 14 is just bam, it's just crazy, it's just so wide. So let's just see if we can get this shot now. Morning mate, how are you? That's nice. It's cold. Yeah, I can feel it from here. You probably got used to it because you stood there all the time. Have a good day, man. Okay, as you can see on the screen, like, it's such a crazy wide angle. Like, that's insane. That's honestly, like, I know you're gonna get distortion with wider angles, but look, I don't care. It's great for look-up shots. It's great for like creative portrait shots, which is something that I'm going to be doing in the future as well. I mean, I'm going to try and rope in Roxanne for that because I think that would be pretty sick, trying to get some creative shots with a wider angle. Okay, we have Piccadilly here. I'll get a couple here. I love this morning light because it's, well, it's nice and bitter and cold. There's hardly anybody about and it's just really nice. Okay, let's get this here. We've got the, oh, that's a nice shot. The light coming from that way is really nice. Bus coming. Oh, I love that light, that's sick. Oh. I just love that light coming through on the background. It looks so sick. And again, when the bus is going across the sun's path here, it kind of causes this like shadow here. So let's see if I can get that. I don't know if it'll look good. Here we go. So literally as the bus goes in front of that, the sun glares through the bus, and then also it's like it's bouncing off. The light is bouncing off the other side behind me over here. It's bouncing off there, coming back onto the bus, and you can see that it's lighting up the bus. That is sick. Woohoo! I'm happy with that. The same cafe place, which has the manager called Debbie, and they're not open yet, but I really want my coffee. 20? I've got to wait 20 minutes. I'll be back in 20 minutes. Okay, I'll come back in 20 minutes to get my coffee. Okay, so the coffee shop I want to go to isn't open yet, but I've come down onto Old Bond Street because the light coming through there, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's pretty sick. So ideally, I'd love someone to walk across here, which would look so sick. Try and get these guys. There's two cyclists coming, so maybe it'll work. But ideally, I want someone to walk across here because that'll look so sick with that lighting. Walk across the street, please. Could I ask a favor? Could you guys walk across the street? Would that be okay? Yeah, because of the lighting, it looks amazing. Thank you. Yeah, mask off is fine. Thank you. I shall show you. Thank you, it's perfect. It's just because of the lighting, it looks so nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So thank
really
you.
impressive.
Thank you very much for that. Cheers, guys. Have a good day. Yeah, a bit of patience and asking gets you a long way. But this lighting is just, oh, it's so lovely. Let's see what we can do. but you can see with my shadow like how cool it looks. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame I'm not out with other people. This is why I want to make a group, a collective here in London to go out and shoot with all the time, because, well, we can get some dope content. Well, there's another car. Let's just try that anyway. I mean, just for example purposes, you can see on the screen it does work, especially with like the steam coming out of the exhaust. I was saying earlier, like this whole area on a Saturday is going to be closed off. It's going to be nice for, you know, to walk up and down the street. See if I can get some photos of the workers. Being able to do this, it reminds me, Jesus, it does remind me of like lockdown the first time. Like this was so dead when like during the first lockdown. But it's really cool because they've also started putting out these like boxes with trees on as well, which just makes, you know, London feel less like a concrete jungle. But again, with that harsh light coming through, like, oh my god, that looks so dope. Let's just have a second for that. It'd be cool if that wasn't there. Oh. Someone walking across the street. Oh, that's really cool. I love the vibe. Let's see if we can get some more. Oh, that light! Can't get enough of it. Okay, we've got a cyclist. Let's see if we can get something with the cyclist, maybe. I don't know. That actually worked. I literally just walked towards her and like dropped the camera like downwards as I stepped towards her. That last one, yes. Oh, spray it and get the photo. Look at that. And really cool is the fact that even though the whole road is closed, everybody is still walking on the paths. It just shows routine, you know. Okay, I'm gonna look at, there's two, if I had a 70 to 200, there's two people walking straight towards me and it would look so sick, but obviously with the wide, I'm not gonna get that far. Okay, let's see if we can get these two. I just love those long trailing shadows, it just looks so sick. Okay, this dude is definitely just gonna walk straight in front of me. Let's have a look. I think wide. Okay, let's get 14, 3, 2, 1. That looks so sick. Look at the shadow. Ah, oh, so good. Ah, oh, this lighting in this street right now is just getting so many. It's so sick. Okay, just using the lamppost, I know that sounds so stupid, but because it blocks out the sun, it is giving these crazy colours, which is super sick. I'm going to put it in manual focus because it is struggling with that harsh light. But that is just, I love that. I know I've said it already, but I love this lighting. Hi. I'm doing a test on this, the 1424. Perfect anyway. It's got my name on it. My first coffee ever that has my name on it. See you later. Bye bye. See you later. Thank you for my coffee. I'll see you later. Bye bye. It's obviously quite busy because lockdown is kind of finished here in London, and Regent Street's closed, so everybody's out. I quite like getting those longer exposure shots, so I'm going to use 1/4 of a second f/22 ISO 50, maybe with a bus, because there's a bus going to go past. We'll see what we can do with that. So again, arms in, nice and close. The closer this is to you, okay, here we go. Bus 3. Is it going to get through? Yes. Okay, quite like those. Okay, I've come down to Carnaby Street. I love the lights coming through here. Let's put it on 24. That's so sick. I love that light coming in from up there. So I'm going to shoot a little bit around here and then I'm going to head down towards Westminster and probably finish around that area. I was planning to meet up with Seb, but he's got a ton of work to get done, so I don't know if he's going to come in or not. But what we were just doing on Oxford Circus, I'm going to do here. So we'll stop down the exposure. Let's go to, what can we get down to? Okay, let's go down to, we can probably push it to 0.4. Again, tuck your arms in, get it nice and stable, and then fire off a couple of shots. And then you're going to get that motion blur of all the people. We'll go and do one in the center. I'm shooting at 14mm wide open. So 3, 2, 1. Did I get any of those in focus? Yes. So again, keeping your arms nice and steady, tucking your arms in, pulling the camera as close as you can. I'm holding it like this for the sake of the POV, but again, pulling your eye up to the eyepiece will also give you that stability when you're taking those longer exposure shots handheld. Now alternatively, you can put it on a tripod. I do have one, but it's just a lot of faff, so I typically don't do that in this situation. So again, the whole point of taking multiple shots like that is to make sure that you get that one shot that is definitely in focus. It's definitely a run and gun way of doing it. I'm going to head to Piccadilly. I'm going to get maybe a panning shot or something there, and then I'm going to head down towards Westminster. A lot of the time I find myself looking for those really complicated shots, but sometimes just shots like this, just like that you can see on the screen, are just kind of what you're after, just simplicity, you know. Okay, so we're at Piccadilly. I'm going to get a couple of panning shots. I mean, I got some the other day, but I want to get another one and maybe get some cool shots with the lighting. It's a shame I don't have like a 85 or something. Oh, that still works actually with this dude here. That looks quite cool. Quite like, see if I can get a bit closer without him realizing. Maybe look back at the sign. Nice. Sick. Once I straighten that up, how you can see on the screen, looks quite cool. But yeah, let's try and get a panning shot. I'm going to do a video on like a whole video, like a complete 10-minute tutorial on panning shots, everything you need to know, how to take them during the day, how to take them at night, f-stops, ND filters, a full rundown. I'm going to get one now to see. I'm going to put it on, yeah, let's do 14mm, ISO 50. We're going to put it on, I don't really like putting it on a high f-stop because it gets a bit soft, but let's put it f20 and 1/20th of a second, and just pan with that. How does that look? Ah, right, not bad. Nice. Okay, swooping one with the taxi. Did we get that? Definitely got that one. Woohoo, that is sick. I haven't done any panning shots with a 14 yet, so this is the first time doing it. Doing panning shots with a wider angle is a lot easier. Okay, that looks sick. See, going back to what I was saying just now about that, the simplicity sometimes. Sometimes it's easy to try and want to take the more complicated photo, but you don't necessarily have to. And that's purely down to, you know, ourselves and what we want to get and achieve. You know, I often try and expand my expectations of myself sometimes, which we don't need to do. Like, this is really simple, just the shot. It's just a phone box with a red bus next to it, with the sun kind of glaring through, which looks really sick. Here you've got like this nice little leading line to these two phone boxes that I can definitely use without getting run over. Tap on that. Line that up with the second one. Okay, so just walking down to Westminster, and I've got these two ladies in front of me walking, and the harsh light is really nice. So let's see if we can get something. I just like the shadows and the silhouettes and everything with it. Like, I just love that. And I know once I get into the editing part of it, it's going to look really sick. But again, I know a lot of people don't like using that harsh light, but I really do like it a lot. Same with the bus. Okay, sick. Although sometimes people, they aim for that golden hour, and golden hour is honestly so good in so many different ways. You know, it gives you that golden sunset or sunrise vibe on your photo, and it looks really cool. But I love playing with harsh light and shooting in all types of environments instead of just confining myself to 2 periods of the day that only last an hour. I don't know if I would typically use a 14mm on a car, but we will anyway, especially with that backdrop of that. And hopefully with the dynamic range, should work out pretty decent. Let's get down. Get one there. And then once all the cars have kind of disappeared, I want to get one from this side. Okay, so all of the shots from the Porsche look really, really sick. I actually got speaking to the guy that owned it because he came out to drive off. Now, I've had to switch to the phone to kind of sign off because the GoPro died. I thought I brought all of the batteries with me, but I hadn't done that, so that's really annoying. Overall, in conclusion, the Sigma 14 to 24mm during the daytime in harsh light does really well. I've got no qualms anything about it. There is one slight niggly thing, and that's when you're shooting directly into harsh light in autofocus, it does struggle a little bit. But that's to be expected when shooting into harsh lighting. So yeah, you know, I've got nothing bad to say about it. It's a great lens. I'm also going to be doing a video where I'm going to be going out using it at nighttime. So yeah, with all that being said, I hope you're well, create more, stress less, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Born inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do. Working in the kitchen with the dirt on my hands. God tell me why nobody love me but you. Born inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do. All my life I've been fighting with plenty of evil. Vices and advices killing plenty of people.